They really robbed my kids from their childhood.
HOAs and apartments not allowing children to play outside. This is a problem first exposed by Team 10 earlier this week, and it may be more widespread here in San Diego County.
Team 10 troubleshooter Kristen Severance uncovered a lawsuit challenging these rules. She joins us now with how families, Kristen, are fighting back.
Yeah, so I've been going through this lawsuit all day. Basically, it claims that rules like no playing on the sidewalk, no playing on the grass, well, that's discrimination against families. And attorneys say it's against the law.
Those are the sweetest days of my life, still.
Landon Whitby hoped his 4 kids would grow up like he did. California is different than his home state of Utah, but he still pictured them outside playing.
I grew up with space and where kids had independence.
Kids aren't allowed to play or be anywhere outside in the Wynwood Village complex in San Diego without someone over 18.
No kids were allowed to play on the grass. Kids could not play on the sidewalk. Kids could not play in the parking lot. The only place for a child to play in the whole complex was in the playground.
But I had to be out there inside the gated area for them to be in the playground.
The Whitbys would even get in trouble when their kids were out playing on the grass, even though Carolina could see them from the patio.
The manager would refer, well, you signed the lease agreement, you agreed to these rules.
If the kids were caught outside alone, the family would get a 3-day eviction notice.
I felt guilty, I felt frustration. I would see the 3-day notice on the table when I would come in and I would just wad it up and
There was nowhere to go. Whitby was getting his PhD. They were living on his $27,000 stipend.
And if we get evicted from here, we're homeless.
Whitby researched and called attorneys until one said this sounds like a violation of federal and state law. The Whitbys filed a class action lawsuit against the Chelsea Corporation.
Basically, it alleges that families with children were discriminated against.
Something the Whitbys wish they would have learned sooner.
They really robbed my kids from their childhood.
I reached out to the attorney for the Chelsea Corporation. He told me it is categorically false that any of the defendants have engaged in discrimination against families and that families with children are welcomed, supported, and a valued member of the Chelsea communities.
So did anything change after this lawsuit was filed?
So the family said that after the lawsuit was filed, a new manager was brought into the complex and the kids are now allowed to be outside. But you know, it's sad. Their oldest child is 13. When they moved in, he was 4. So really, he wasn't able to go outside really his entire childhood.
Yeah. Missed out on quite a bit.
Right. So they're fighting for the rest, you know, their other children and other families.
All right, Kristen, thank you.